What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Whole Josh Show with your boy Howard. What's going on, y'all? Today has been a horrible day for me. Can I tell y'all that? Today has probably been one of the worst work days I had in a long time. I'm talking about, listen to me, y'all. Today has been a hot mess. I mean, a complete mess. I'm talking about everything you could think of that you could think of thinking of happened. Like when I tell y'all, ever since Trump been in office, I swear he changed the trucking industry and have been. When I tell you, he been turning us every which way but loose. Baby, I'm catching hell. Okay, but I told myself because y'all know when I am having a mood, and I'm highly pissed, and I just need to vent. The first person I call is my mom. I be talking to God while I'm going through it, but the first person I call is my mom. And oh my God, when I'm venting to her, and she, oh Lord, don't get my nerves up. And so I have to tell her, because telling her I'm worked up. Then when I tell her, she get worked up. Then I tell her, okay, Mama, calm down. Hey, listen, Mama, it's okay. It's okay. I'm just venting. And she like, oh, well then, okay, well just don't tell me, because you get my nerves worked up, and I just have to just say, you know what. But then she do the same thing to me when she going through something. She call me, then I be her on the other end doing. That's why I love my girl. Ooh, but I'm just saying, sometimes you gotta have that special parent, that parent that you can just. I calls my mama for everything. Do you hear me? For everything. I call her, and I don't give a damn how old I am. When I get through talking to her, she make it all right. She go to she go to praying and everything for me. Oh, Jesus, I be needing that, cause boy, I tell you, I be on the edge. I be ready to woo. So today's been a day, y'all. I'm exhausted, but I have some studying to do tonight as well. But so I said, as tough as it's been, and as late as I got home, I still want to do this content and get it to y'all, and still do at least 2 hours of studying. So I'm gonna make this do what it do. Okay. So listen, I want to talk about some stuff that I seen online while I was working, and it needs to be addressed. It's excuse me, it's a lot. It's a lot, and it's a shame at the same time. So Marvin Sapp. Remember, we was just talking about her yesterday. Marvin Toupee wearing Sapp just stepped in and has things to say. Since his homeboy, Pastor Marvin Winans, is under fire, and Fred Hamhouse came to defend him yesterday. I guess Marvin Toupee wearing Sapp felt like he needed to chime in. We're going to talk about that. And Marvin Winans and the lady that got called out the way he disrespected that lady in the church last Sunday, they both actually was on the news. This stuff that made the news. So we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get up out of here, and I'm gonna let y'all go on y'all way. All right. So listen, if you're new here, kick off your shoes and get comfortable, because we family, baby. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also, make sure you have your notifications turned on so you can be notified whenever I drop another banger like this. And without further ado, y'all ready? Damn, bitch. All this shit is going on. Let's get it.
Yes, I'm jaded. Most of the things I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you chase. You'll try to come back when you faint.
Okay. So what we starting with, y'all? I'm so drained. I'm telling y'all, nothing is doing right. Can the microphone do what it's supposed to do? Damn. I'm just tired. I'm tired, y'all. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. Okay, I'm tired. Okay, we're going to start with Marvin Winans and that lady that made the news. We're going to listen to this little clip that the news played so y'all can hear this. Let me share the screen. Okay, I'm going to mute my mic, y'all.
He did not rebuke you.
He absolutely did not rebuke me. Now, there's a difference. There was a correction, because let me clearly state that Pastor gave instruction on the lines to get into.
I was calling because the whole church was giving, and it was our day of giving, and the whole church was coming, and we didn't want people standing, the mothers and all that. So I was calling them by increments, and we had someone that had given out of before, and I corrected it, and I told everybody to listen and come when you call, and that's all that was.
And y'all know what? I would say if she like it, I love it. I'm not going to say that because I would be lying. But, if she is all about running behind her pastor and defending him, and that's how she felt, then so be it, y'all. But I would say this. Marvin Winans, had your tone, your delivery, had it been different, I'm not going to say that I would have still understood, because I still do not understand why a church is being asked to give donations of 1,000 plus or 2,000, 1,000 from them and 1,000 from someone else, nothing about that will ever make sense to me. I want to be very clear on that. Nothing about that will ever make a lick of sense to me. Okay? Your delivery, I still would not have been in agreement with you saying it to her or anybody, to be honest with you. That was downright disrespectful. The words, your delivery, it was nasty. Okay? What I will say is your tone in this interview and your tone in church with that incident is completely different. Now, had your tone been as compassionate and soft, and caring, it's giving off like you're being kindly correcting, then I'm not gonna say I would have agreed with it. It would have still been ridiculous to me, and you'd still got red if the same words would have came out of your mouth. But you literally talked to that lady like she was a 5-year-old, and that was her grandchild that was about 4 or 5 years old. I am not gonna ever see no right in that. I'm not. I am not. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna ever see right in that. It's ridiculous. Okay. But your tone in the news and your tone you had with that lady is completely different. And sometimes I get mad at black people when they do stuff like this. Like y'all will go up and sit amongst other folks and just give them so much grace and just speak so loving and compassionate to them. But when it comes to, y'all know I'm going, that lady did not deserve to be talked like that. If she want to still ride for her pastor, and by all means, bless her heart. I'm still going to feel the same way that I feel yesterday and the same way I felt the day before yesterday. You was dead wrong. It was out of line. You owe that lady an apology. I'm sorry. Marvin Sapp, Miss Toupee University. Let's get on you. Let's get on Miss Toupee University, y'all. Miss Toupee University decided to step in and had a word. He had a question he wanted to ask us. Y'all want to know what that question is? Miss Toupee University said, morning thought, let's have an honest conversation and please read thoroughly before you respond. Okay, let's read thoroughly before we respond. Miss Toupee University said, how is a pastor wrong for publicly raising finances to advance ministry, feeding families, funding outreach, building community, yet those who attack the church for doing so are simultaneously generating income through algorithms, clicks, and controversy? One raises resources to build the body, the other uses the body's perceived flaws to build a brand. Before I continue, I'm just to call you out for real. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, on my way to work, I saved this. This is my first time reading this. I didn't read this. I was in traffic, and as soon as I got off and just saved it, I read that first part on that first slide. I didn't read this in I ain't gonna lie, I didn't read this. So wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Hold on. I want to break this down because I just know this man is not. He said, how is a pastor wrong for publicly raising finances to advance ministry, feeding families, funding outreach, building community? First of all, every time that y'all have been called out and thrown under the bus and exposed, not one time had we heard that this is what y'all was raising finances for. Not one time. And if y'all do try to say, like they were saying with Marvin Winans, that was raising for a fundraiser, I'm going to call y'all out on BS with this. If this is the route you decided to take, Marvin Toupee Wednesday, you should have just sat there and ate your food and combed your swoop to the side. Because you know that when those videos have been exposed of y'all, they are posted to social media from your church. Like, this is the thing. If y'all was doing right by the church, y'all churches, and y'all were actually raising money for these things that you're saying, why would your church be recording and exposing y'all? Like, the thing is, we wouldn't, like the creators, bloggers, whatever you want to call them, we wouldn't have nothing to do content on and monetize off at all if y'all was really doing right by y'all congregation. You're jumping online trying to create this debate with us on social media when you need to be going to the church house that y'all speak and love so much and doing so much for, and ask them why they doing this to y'all and exposing y'all. That's the first question. You know, that's the thing about accountability. Like Marvin said, like y'all run from apologizing or being held accountable. The issue starts with the church. If you was doing right by the church and they really felt that you was really doing the right thing and really pouring into the church like that, there would be nothing for us to see. They would never put these type of videos out. These videos come out because them folks in the church house be upset at y'all and want us to see what y'all have the audacity to be asking of them and the type of red ignorant pimping y'all be trying to do to them. Like you're asking the wrong questions, baby. Let's start from where it begins at. It starts in y'all house, in the Lord's house, but y'all church. That's where it starts at. How you mad at everybody on social media? Be for real. Let me finish reading this. One raises resources to build the body. The other uses the body's perceived flaws to build a brand. Different motives, same monetization. So the real question is, if both are benefiting financially, one is for the church and the other is for personal gain. From the conversation around ministry, why is one labeled manipulation while the other is celebrated as authenticity? We would not have any content. We wouldn't have no content. We wouldn't be getting monetized and making no money off of none of y'all church tea. If your congregation felt that y'all was doing the right thing like Spike Lee, obviously they don't. Like, what's not clicking here? And you keep on playing Marvin Sapp. And I'm going to dig through this church, my church videos. I'm going to dig through them videos and pull that performance you did. I'm telling you, I am so tempted to pull that video. I know it would not be hard to find. You was just at our church not too long ago too, just recently again. I know it would not be hard to pull that video. I know it won't. I'm telling you. Marvin Sapp, that night in the church, you literally said, y'all came for something from me. Basically, like you gave a word, you sung, and you said, nah, I'm asking for something for y'all. Like, it was manipulation. And if the things that y'all are doing is for funding outreach, building community, feeding families, raising finances to advance ministry, if that is what y'all are doing this for, please explain to me why you said out of your own mouth that your daughter likes Chanel. When you was at my church, after you finished performing, you literally said your daughter likes Chanel. This is on my dead grandmother. You said that. You never said, pour into the church because we're raising money for finances and ministry. Pour into the church because we're raising money to help feed families. Pour into the church because we're doing funding outreach on building the community. You never said that. You literally said, my daughter likes Chanel. That's what you said. I was disgusted. Mind you, the whole performance was good. But the fact that that's what you said, why would we even need to know that? Like, if you is trying to be doing whatever y'all doing with the money, why do we need to know that? Why do the church need to know when they're passing the offering plate around that your daughter likes Chanel and designer? I'm gonna go pull that clip. Y'all gotta stop this. This is ridiculous. This is not a debate that you need to be trying to have, any of y'all. You, Bull Dagger Juanita Bynum, Marvin Winans, none of y'all. Y'all don't need to be mad at us. Y'all don't need to be asking us questions. How about y'all go into the church house, y'all church house, and ask them, why do they feel the need to record y'all and send this footage out to the internet? That's the question. You don't need to debate with us, because the people that do content, that is what we're here for, to do content on trending topics, hot topics. That's what we do. That's what we do. The thing is, when you are a creator, from big or small, you're building your platform to get monetized. Like, and everyone knows that. It's not like they're being manipulated. The public is not being manipulated into following and subscribing to people's platforms and not getting nothing, or not knowing that we would be getting paid eventually if we get so many hours, for YouTube. I can't remember how many it was before I got monetized, but y'all know, I can't remember. But how many hours they said you had to have to get monetized on YouTube, and to get monetized on Instagram, and to monetize on TikTok. It's not like nobody was getting played and manipulated. Nobody is getting manipulated out of a coin when it comes to social media creators. Now, I can't speak on the ones that do the gaming and all of that kind of stuff. I can't speak on, because I don't do gaming, asking for rewards and trophies and however they do that stuff on TikTok and stuff. I don't believe in that. I don't even play games and do stuff like that when it comes to TikTok or anything. I never will, because I don't like the fact of sitting on the internet and expecting my supporters to go and buy some coins or trophies or whatever, gifts, to be able to help me win a battle or something. That I have no, listen, nothing against those that do. But something inside of me does not feel right about doing that type of battling stuff and going telling my supporters, go buy right now. They got the gifts are on sale or they at a discounted price. I don't want my supporters going to spend none of their damn money on nothing like that to come in and help me do no. Absolutely not. I couldn't do nothing like that because I don't like gambling and I don't like stuff like that. So I can't speak on that. But regular content creating, whatnot, baby, please knock it off. That's what we do, and ain't no manipulation over here, baby. What you need to do is go and start the conversation with your congregation. All y'all that keep getting put on blast because again, if the congregation really felt like y'all was doing the right thing, like Spike Lee, we would never know about none of this. None of it. So that's that on that, okay? Y'all jumping to defend that man. Keep defending him. That's why y'all don't take accountability and y'all don't apologize because y'all really know y'all have a lot of them people, older church folks that's gonna still follow behind y'all. And that's my pastor, whatever that's my pastor. Girl, please. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I ain't even put this part on here, but I seen Kiara Sheard had reposted a clip. What they was trying to say was the context everybody was missing from Marvin Winans from that host. What's the name? He gave instructions, and I ain't gonna lie, I slightly read her. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all because I feel like that's somebody's mama and grandma. I feel like that, regardless of how she feel. I feel like that, and I don't know. I do not know how. I know I wouldn't. I know I wouldn't be sitting in the church. I would have spazzed out seeing somebody talk to my grandmother or my mama like that, and she's giving you money. And so to see that Kiara, and I love Kiara and the Clusters, but to see that she reposted that, I was a little gagged because it just lets you know that a lot of these church folks, they really low key be believing and going with a lot of that stuff. People act like it's not a big deal and it's not an issue. And the church, you got to listen to instructions and all of that until it's their damn mama or grandma or auntie getting talked to like that in front of hundreds of people. Baby, please, I'm not going to act like nothing. You say something like that to my mama or my grandma or my auntie, or you say something like that, I'm not all the way healed. I'm not. God is still working on me. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. Call security. I'm going to lose it. No, that was disrespectful. Thinking that because you are a pastor, celebrity pastor, whatever, and you get a pass with that. No, the black church needs to stop being mean and nasty like that. That is not cool. That's not. He could have had the same tone that he had with the news people with that woman. That didn't cost much for him, and she giving you money. Y'all know run me hot, but let me get about it. I love y'all. Drop that in the comments. Tell me what y'all think about all of this that we talked about, and I'll get back with y'all soon. I gotta go study. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. Also, make sure you keep your notifications turned on so you can be notified whenever I drop another banger like this. I love y'all. Peace.
Oh, babe, oh, babe, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Why is this so funny? Oh, yeah, just me, alright. Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Why is this so funny? Oh, yeah, oh, yeah.